Hey there, you're watching The Universe, where we have amazing conversations about campus life and everything in between. I am your host, Egla Wandurwa, and today we are at Tangaza University. And wait there, this year we've come in better and bigger, and I'm joined with my co-host.
Yeah, and this is MC Snoopy Manze, and today I'm telling you it's gonna be vibes on vibes. Egla, Manze, come, let's hit the roads, Manze. Kabisa. What are you thinking about today?
Akilona ni kama tu tutakuwa na so much fun with these students, ndio. Hello and welcome to The Universe show on the Netwalking TV. And of course, we are at Tangaza University, where we are going to be having amazing conversations. And hey, you are going to have a blast. Now, I'm here joined with Snoopy, and he's the co-host. And Snoopy, I want to ask you, is education really important? Ama, why are you in campus and all that stuff?
Let me just start by laughing. Kwanza, education was just brought by people. Mi kwangu si important.
Really?
Unajua, let me tell you for a fact, my good people. If education was there, is there, education is already there, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But what started paying you more is your side hustle. Would you still go on with your education stuff? Ama utaendelea classes? Will you go on with your classes? Hey, imagine that. Imagine now for a fact, like, side hustle imeanza kulipa. It has started paying you better than degree.
Education is important, Buddha.
It's important, but you know, everybody is different.
So
to you,
for you to know education is important, go to a rural area, talk to the Kisii guys there. Those people are given 50 shillings to sell a country, and they'll sell the country to whoever politician gives them the 50 shillings. But once you're educated, you'll avoid that ignorance. So it has levels to it, but it's not all that important, but it's important.
So maybe I think people get wrong. People get it wrong. I've not said knowledge is bad. I've said education is not my type. But knowledge must be there. Knowledge has to be there. Anyway,
education is not your type. From the way your t-shirt looks, what is your type?
Ebu.
I love my girlfriend, so please stay away from me.
I was to say I'm single, but no, the number of people will be commenting there. Yes. So, you wanted to say something?
I can also say that education is important to everybody. Education is important, but unfortunately, it's not every head that can even take that education. Some head are small enough not to be able to take education. So for those whose head is able to carry education, they can continue. Those who want to take business, they can go with their business. Those who want to go for the farming, for cattle rearing, they can go for that one. But we cannot say because cattle rearing pays me more, or business, or perhaps that business of Smokey and the Smocha pays him more, therefore education should be on the mind. If that is what his head can take, he should go for that peacefully, and leave those who can take education to go for theirs peacefully as well.
Okay, I have a question on that. Why do people go to school, and why do you study? For knowledge, for money, for better jobs, for exposure, for everything, right? So when you get that before you even go to school, you see others drop, by the way. When they get something good, connections, better deals, they'll stop that studies, of which it's important, but they come back later on that studies. So for me, I think education is just a road, a path for someone to follow, to be more wiser. Akiwa kwa hiyo kiti, asikae danda. I don't know what is danda, but yes.
But I have a question for you.
Yes.
So Egla, I've had many people in Kenya, from Kenya, buying degrees. Yeah. Sasa kijana tuache kwa sababu yako sasa.
Na mweke silent hizo.
Hebu kwanza silence.
Nimeshanga kwani tuko wapi?
Mimi nashika simu ria hivyo. It cannot. It's not me.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Let me talk. I'm the one talking.
You are in a university, really?
Tangaza University, to be specific, where English is the only weapon.
Yeah.
And this brother over here, by the way.
Put it on silent. Put it on silent.
Or you go and pray.
Oh, ni playing music.
Yes.
It's just playing music.
Playing times.
Ni pods. Okay, I was asking
You'll start-
before I was rudely interrupted. I was saying I've had many people buying degrees, certificates, dips. Do you think hiyo kenye umesema is necessary, like people going back to school?
No, it's not necessary.
Wait for the mic.
You get more.
Actually, it's not necessary, but it's a choice. It's a choice for someone to go back. Maybe I may find out in that area of wherever he's working, he needs some more exposure. He needs some more knowledge to know something for promotion cases, for advertising cases, for being seen, being understood, and being known. Now, these days, papers pay. So we go for for them. That's why you see people can can pay for degrees, can pay for diplomas without going to those seats because of those papers. They're the important things. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just to add to what you have said, an illiterate can also be a millionaire, can be successful in his business. But there is no illiterate that manages a business. No matter how successful you are as an illiterate millionaire, you need an educated graduate to help you manage your wealth. So being rich and being able to manage wealth, they are two different things. People can make their money from even armed robbery, from politics, but they still need politicians. They need graduates to manage their wealth for them. If education were to be useless, perhaps they would have employed their fellow illiterates to help them manage the money, and that would have been the easiest way to losing one's acquired wealth. Some people sell their family properties, lands and the cattle, and they are rich, but they still need people who are well educated. If education were not to be important to them, perhaps they would be saving their money in the bucket, but because they see the value of education, and that is why some of them, they make use of M-Pesa. A farmer or an illiterate from Mushago cannot manage M-Pesa from the database of M-Pesa, from the part of wealth management. So it is important for graduates to get involved in managing the wealth of illiterates. I call it in my language, anybody can make money, but there are some money that also misroad and fall into the hand of these people who are literate, but they are still important. The educated ones are also very important, and that is why we can, if we understand it, we can exist better in our environment. We can live peacefully. The wealth creators, the business people, the farmers, the illiterate ones, they need the educated ones. The educated ones, they need the businessmen and the uneducated ones also. So all of us, we can still exist. No, let nobody undermine education. If education were not important, that means we wouldn't be sitting here in the first place, because we have no need to be here. And if we would be having, we were to be having no need to be here, you would not be here, because you will have nobody to interview today. You have nobody to interact with.
You wouldn't be the students, yeah.
Okay, for me, education is very important, but it's not only in school that you can be educated. Because, for example, the people in the rural, like, people measure their wealth differently. Like, for example, in Cameroon, in the northern part of Cameroon, for you to be known as a rich person, you must have like cattle and all this. And most of the people who have these cattle and farmlands and all these things, they did not go to school, but they are wealthy. And also if like you can have your certificates and all these things, but you end up being a boda boda rider or a matatu rider, or you just be at home. So the thing that is important is to have relations, for me, honestly. But it's also good to be educated, but you should have relations.
Okay.
So it's good to be educated. It's good to be educated.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to own cattle. It's good to own farms. It's good to have businesses. You called it
A side hustle.
Side hustle. Yeah, it's good to have all those things, but education is a pathway to all of this open world. And we should understand, like she said, there are kinds of education. Let us not limit our mind to formal education, what we do in the universities. After all, in the northern part of Nigeria, there is an informal education that happens in the mosque. They don't go to school, they just have to gather there to learn the Quran. They recite the Quran. A child who has never stepped his or her foot in the primary school or formal setting of school can recite the whole Quran from the beginning to the end. That is education. That is a religious education, or you want to call it Islamic education. There are people who are experts in repairing motorcycles, in repairing cars. They did not go to school to learn it. They got that education informally. So there are many kinds of education, but we begin to undermine the importance of education when we limit it to what is done in the university, what is done in the technical colleges. Education happens beginning from the homes. There are people who are very good in cooking, but they have never gone to any culinary school. So it happens everywhere and it happens at every time. Education is part of our life and we cannot do without them.
Absolutely. Well, we do agree with you. And I understand that we're also trying to acquire knowledge to be able to maybe manage our businesses or even get to wherever we want in our careers. But does it get harder when you see certain people, especially on social media, get into other things that do not pertain education? Like we've heard of Forex, right? Do you know about Forex, Kwanza? Yeah, exactly. Kuna so many ways. Apart from which one? Apart from which one? There are so many ways of making money. Does it make you feel like you want to take a detour and maybe get into education after you get the money, or you're still in it for the long run?
By the way, this side.
Okay, I want to comment on that. I think education is important, even when you have all these things, these monies, because I'll give an example of a millionaire. He's a millionaire, he's in South Africa. He was in jail. He's in jail currently. So he was asked when he was in the court, you are a millionaire. He was putting on a shirt of, I'll give an example. He bought a shirt of 50,000 Kenyan shillings. So the guys in the court, they were asking him, if you can go to the village and you are given a chance to encourage somebody who's in the village to be like you, what will you say to him or her? And he had nothing to say, because whatever that he has, it is out of corruption. It is something that he doesn't know how he got it. Everything came for free, because you go and sit in that computer, you manipulate it, you get money, and you have not worked for it. So if you are educated, and maybe we can talk about education, but somebody needs to be learned. Because you can be educated, but here it's empty. You went to school, but here there is nothing. You are taken back to the village. The only thing that you know is a book. And you are useless, because you know the book, but you don't know the life that you are supposed to live. So whether you have money, you have used Forex, you have used what, you need the brain. You need to be learned. You need to have the mind that is not limited to a book. Yes, education is important, but not books. People are putting on tie. You see, they want to hang themselves. They put this thing for the whole day, and it's useless, because the person here, it is empty. So whatever you have, but you need to be learned. Go to school, not to be educated, but to be learned, so that you are able to work on with whatever that you have, whatever situation you find yourself.
To add on what he said, I feel like as much as there's pressure on social media that people are earning money through Forex and so on, I as a woman, I personally, I would love to be called a doctor. There's this respect that comes to that title as a woman.
Yeah.
Dr. Modhoni, you know, out there when you go to the village, your parents are
Women.
like, yeah.
Women in male-dominated fields.
Exactly, yeah. When you
I'm clocking it, right?
I know.
Okay, we'll try to put it down then.
Yes.
Please, we are mixed.
Hi, relax.
When you go back there home, your mom is like, my daughter is a doctor, yeah?
Yeah.
That respect, there's that respect that comes with education that I would love to have. As much as there are these side hustles, let's do them. But I feel like education should be there.
You know,
be your first
she said something about respect.
Yeah.
You know, you coming here with your doctorate stuff, and I'm here with my $1 million package. People will focus on me.
Yes. True.
Facts.
Yeah, they'll be around you.
You'll be the doctor you used to be.
She's the doctor, right?
So you're the doctor. You will continue being that doctor.
Let's use Dr. Modhoni and the one with $1 million.
But there, to be honest,
Yeah.
are you all here for the papers, or you passionate about the cause you're doing?
It's about to go down.
I got interested in what Magdalene said. She said,
Dr. Modhoni.
yes, Dr. Modhoni. She talked about social media, what social media does and what social media doesn't do. I can say that I am sorry, but it is a reality that social media promotes wealth without enterprise. Many of the people that you see showing off wealth here and there on social media, there is no particular business tied to the wealth that they show off. So I call it wealth without enterprise.
But don't you think?
I am a Nigerian. I am a Nigerian, and I have heard people talk about the frauds of internet, and I can tell you for sure that it is real. Internet frauds, they are encouraged by such things on social media, where you see young people, some of whom are not educated, some of whom you are very sure that there is no business anywhere, no family land anywhere, no cattle anywhere that this person sold in order to become a millionaire. And this is the same person that is motivating a serious person in the university to leave the university in order to seek wealth out there. So social media shows us rich people, shows us wealth. You talk about Forex and the rest of them. But my brother, some of these are just a screensaver. They have not told you what they are doing. If they have told you what they are doing, and if it is easy to become rich without going to school, there will be no university, because even the vice chancellor will like to go and get rich without working. Everybody likes to rest. Yes, even that CEO, they want to earn without working. So if what social media is giving us is truly the real picture, the world would be a very useless place today. So let us not, I don't like when we use what social media shows as a yardstick for measuring the reality of wealth, or what wealth creation or wealth management should be like, because it's a very big damage that social media has brought to our society, and to the mind of the young people in terms of wealth, what it is showing and what it is encouraging young people to do. Some people want to be billion man, the first lady of the big man, and the women don't want to work again because they believe men get money and they will give us. So let us remove social media. If you are bringing social media as a yardstick to measuring what wealth should be like, I don't think it's the right thing. Let us use instead that Maasai millionaire in his village, to whom we can associate a particular business. I know somebody there at Kajiado who owns up to 300 cows. He owns up to 2,000 goats and sheep. This is a millionaire. These are the people we should be looking up to. When this person talk about what his net worth is, we can look around and see where to associate his money to. But that guy, that Pablo Escobar on the social media, that is always flaunting that is always flaunting money on the social media. You cannot point one business, one industry, even one portion mill that he owns, but he has a lot of money. And you ask yourself, why do they not have businesses? They don't have businesses because that money is not their money, it's stolen money. When you have stolen money, you have to show it off anyhow, you have to spend it anyhow, and then it will finish. And those things are just for impressing our girls. Yeah. That is why men are always single.
Oh, because yeah. Oh, wait. Men are always single.
Look. Men are always single because women always love to be impressed. Women always love to be impressed.
So you are single?
And I am not single.
Oh my God.
But men are always single.
Men are always single because women love to be impressed, and those who believe that women must be impressed. These are you can call them second class men. Yeah, you can call them second class men. Those are the ones who can do anything, even to rob from Peter in order to satisfy Jessica.
So women should not be impressed.
No, women should know their values, and their value is not attached to a particular man or to multiple men because of what alert you can get from M-Pesa. I don't think that is life.
There's more to life.
Everybody should control themselves, but men are always single because women want to be impressed. She can tell us.
I don't know about that.
What? You know, she just told me she's not single. So you know something about that.
You want to talk? Okay.
They are also single.
Talk about what? So we should say what? That we should be impressed.
Be impressed.
Before you say if you are impressed, are you single?
Are you single?
I am single. I want to become his sister. I'm saying it here since now.
Sister of which Reverend Church? Come from there.
Hey, the men are disappointed.
They're lying on camera. You're lying on camera?
She's like on
Let her be.
Okay. What does it mean to be single? What does it mean not to be single?
He will watch this.
Oh my goodness. The man.
Forget about. Can we forget about who is watching? Because we have to really. I think personally, as Felix, I can talk about what I believe as being single.
Okay.
What I believe as not being single. These are our brother mentioned the other time that he's not single.
Oh, he's single.
He said he's single.
He said he's single.
Oh, that is why he's bold. And for me, I can say that I am not single.
You're just from saying that you're single.
I am not single. I am not single for my personal reasons. I am not from what you attach to it, because there are people who can tell you, oh, I am single.
Let me speak.
For whatever reason, but I am not for what I believe.
Let her talk.
Focus on my shirt.
Okay. At your shirt.
Honestly now, people say they are not single because they have girlfriends, but in front of the law, all of you guys are single.
So,
because
that's a girl saying that. Men clocking.
Let her cook.
Let me cook.
Let her cook.
In front of the law, all of you guys are single because you didn't sign any paper which shows that.
You take it.
Yes.
There's nothing to prove
So
that you guys are.
if you guys think, you're legally single. So if you think that you're in a relationship, just know that you're very single.
Okay. Don't forget.
They have to be.
Don't forget that Tangaza University is more of a religious space, so don't misinterpret when you hear somebody who has said he is not single. some ladies in Tangaza University will tell you that they are taken for Christ. Christ is my spouse. And another man will tell you that I am taken for Christ. And Mother Mary is my spouse. You understand? So I don't know where she's coming from when she's saying that she's single, or when she's saying that all men are single. It might be single, maybe there is no woman he's associating with. Maybe it might be single, it might be taken not single because Christ is her spouse. It can be. So I think we are in a very hot seat. It's a very controversial space. Being that we are highly religious here, we can be single and we can as well not be single.
My goodness. Men can create any scenario. Men can create just to what?
Do you know, we were told if you are found cheating, it's not you.
No.
Tell them that's not me.
Your eyes, or are you going to believe me?
Yes.
Exactly. So you're going to believe my eyes or believe me. In fact, you should believe me.
Yeah.
At all times. You're single.
No, I want to tell now, there's something that you have to understand. Men don't cheat. Men are building a family. They don't cheat. They go around building and then they bring it together.
Is meant for men.
Yes, men don't cheat. Men don't cheat. Though I'm not encouraging men to be polygamous. No, but
Collect family.
yeah.
That's the term.
So men don't cheat. Yeah. And then about being single, myself, I'm single because the church, but also, I've decided to be single because, I'm afraid of buying gas, Porsche, flour, oil, and then I pay the hospital bills because my mother is sick, I don't have school fees, so you buy for me, you pay for me. No, because I was, I can't afford
So
those
you're running
things.
away from
So
bills.
I've decided to
You're
be
running
single.
away from bills.
Yes. Bills I can't
You're
afford.
taking what you can handle.
Yes,
at the moment.
what I can handle at the moment. Yeah.
That's a good way. That's a nice way.
Yes.
He's not
It's
taking in more
better.
than he can.
not a
Because we know of men who are in relationships and they're suffering, especially in campus, because the lady wants a specific lifestyle and he can't manage to.
But why are you looking for a lady if you can't afford her?
No,
That's why he's not looking for.
there's something. There's
No, I
something.
mean, because she said other men.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
saying, why do you need a lady
Yeah, and you can't.
when you can't, when you're...
Do we have those other men?
No, the problem is one. Ladies want men who can afford things.
Yeah.
When they can't afford themselves.
We are motivating you.
No, I don't need to be motivated. First, motivate yourself, so that I'm also motivated
We are
to be.
motivating you guys to work.
Because there are ladies who are beautiful, but you feel like I'm not attracted to that one because he lacks motivation. So if maybe you have the motivation, I'll also be motivated to be attracted to you. But now if you are not motivated, then you expect me to do what you can't do yourself. And you come here and then say, 50-50, what man can do, I can do. But you fail, you want to be afforded.
Man can do me, I cannot do.
But one thing I'll say, we are still young, so relationships is a squeezy. The squeezy it's nowadays, okay? Kizungu, okay? Nowadays, relationships, they have a lot of responsibilities. And I'm a young boy. I don't need to be responsible because... Yes?
That is why.
And remember, we are in campus.
That is why you should never tell anybody that you are single. Because the moment you say you are single, you are opening yourself to buying this for Wairimu, buying this for Jessica, filling gas for Antonia, and the rest of them. My brother, don't ever be single to the hearing of anybody. Okay. You are single, you are celibate, but for the sake of buying gas, my brother, don't be single. Don't ever be single because you will buy gas and pay house rent and until you are tired.
So let me just ask, if you continue saying you're not single, how will you leave the market? utatoka soko lini? When will you get that potential 10 over 10 you've been eyeing? How will you bag them? You're trying to even go for the 6, but you're saying you're not single. You're taken. How will you bag them?
The river can only take to drown somebody whom he has seen. If you have not gone to the river cannot drown you. If you are not looking for Jessica, you will not have reason to pay rent. Like my brother, he said he's single. Now, maybe Jessica has heard she will come because you are single. Maybe you have to pay rent for her and the rest of them. So guard yourself. If you are single for Jessica, or maybe you are taking for Christ. Or you are taking for another person. You always make it clear. Don't give the devil the opportunity to come. So I am taking. If I am taking, I will not have to pay for rent for anybody. I will not buy gas. I will not do anything for anybody. So protect yourself. Find your strategy. It is a matter of strategy. If you don't have a strategy, everybody will come to you, and especially because of your size. They will, because of your size, you might be one of those Pablos who has yes, maybe you are one of those Pablos, and then you will continue paying rent. And the easiest way to get women as your enemies is to say that you don't have.
Yes.
That is, my brother, it is better to say that you are taking than you are single and you are saying you don't have, so that you avoid enemies.
Sign him up for the men's conference.
Felix has mentioned about strategy. I'll pass the mic to Fahim. He'll break it down in football terms, strategically, tactics. Hey.
Please lose them.
Let me learn. So, as you have all heard, signing a player is very expensive, but you can get one on loan.
What this guy is saying in reality, yes, you can go for someone because you want responsibility, but you can just call someone if you need something to be done. Bestie or baby.
Amjanielewa.
Hiyo ni one.
Tuendelee.
Tupatie marking scheme ya show.
Tupate hiyo according to me. Si ndio, acha tuseme according to me, that's what I know.
Okay, according to the marking.
According to you. You don't have to date to date.
Okay. So even as I said, you can get a player on loan. So in football terms, there's a transfer window and there's one coming soon, 14th February. Transfer window. Free agents. Yeah. Hakunipeleka date, sign contract. Yo Feb, tutaenda na wewe. Ni hivyo. So knowing the right time to strike. And one thing, the reason that people struggle, complain that, oh, it's expensive to date, go where you are, you can afford, yeah. So you see a girl is out of your league, you want to impress her, utaumia buda.
How will you know?
Utajua.
Aje. Utajua.
So
Talking from
How will you know what?
Hebu atuambie wewe ulijua unajuaje?
Manager.
So a girl your age wants a guy who is 30 years old. So, and the more you try to impress her, she has already seen people who have impressed her more. So go in football terms, go to someone who has